Yep. Welcome back. Hey, you guys. It's eccentric RockStar'Seed. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I feel like I have a very weird accent because when I listen to myself speak, it's like, why does your voice sound, why do your pronunciation sound like that? It's not the tonality, it's the pronunciation. Like, you're a very well spoken person, but you sound different from where you're from. Keep in mind, it's advice. It's for all zodiac signs. Everything, I don't like to single out zodiac signs because it can resonate with anybody. And if you look at your birth chart, if you really thoroughly study your birth chart, which is all the planet placements and then the 12 houses, right? You might see a little bit of everything in there. So you can still take something that's not in your sun, moon, or rising, take it wherever it fits, because the 12 houses are significant to the 12 signs. Like 1 through 12 is Aries through Pisces. So if your first house is in Cancer, for example, the first house is that spontaneous, that beginner's energy. You're probably more free spirited and and very passionate about how you do things, and your leadership skills. You're very fiery. You're very passionate. You're just a go getter. Just to name something. Or like your fifth house. What's the fifth house? Gemini. Your communication. Gemini rules Mercury, and that's in Taurus. You know what I mean? You get the point. So you could be real fixed in how you speak. You could be not flexible at the same time, because Taurus are fixed. But that doesn't speak badly about them. That's how you love. It's like what you say and what you feel. That's how you feel, and nobody's gonna change it. You're not easily persuaded. You beeline, metaphorically, because bulls beeline. They go straight. That's shit. You don't bend or curve what you say or what you feel in your speech. You say it, and that's it. That can make somebody feel like you're a bit of a dictator at times, or condescending or something, or not. Anyway, I speak to billions of people. It's going to resonate with somebody. Not everybody, but somebody. So just enjoy it. That's the bottom line. So the Divine Feminine says, I have heat flashes in the back of my neck. The hairs on the back of my neck stand up. If you're sending me messages, I always know when it's you speaking to me, because my whole body intensifies and it heats up. So the Divine Feminine gets a little like clammy. She's not a sweater, but I feel like she's clammy. Like her skin gets a little dampened. Ooh, her ass is wet for days. Like, she probably needs to go change her underwear. That's what she's describing. Like, just her in her head about it. Like, ooh, I'm getting all your messages, and I'm glad you think of me. Well, I think about you too. I mean, we're fire together. The fire we make together. And this DM is like telling her, like, your eccentricities is like so sexy. Like, I just want to see you shine. My love language is allowing you the freedom to just grow and evolve to the person and the thing that you're supposed to be. Like, you're very spiritual, but very intelligent. Like, he can name off a bunch of different things he's like so enamored by this woman about. And then he goes back to his real life. You're his tranquil. You're his peace of mind. Like Six of Swords. Like, how can somebody so sexy be so like heavy hearted? I think the last time he interacted with this Divine Feminine, she had a lot on her plate. And now I feel like he's been wondering about you, but he can't get in contact with her. I heard that. I can't get in contact with her. I don't know where she is. I just hope she's all right. Like, I think about her all the time. She kind of makes me nervous. So, you want to say something, sir? I think this is from the Divine Feminine. It's like, I've been getting all your messages. I've just been busy. And he know that. Like, he can feel it. Like, her connection to herself has intensified. It's a higher velocity. Flirt. I would still flirt with you though. I would take 10 minutes out my life and just really sit there. I'm lying. We say 10 minutes, but that really means an hour and a half. We end up bippity bop 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 talking. Extend your lighthearted energy to each other. You have been extending your energy to each other. You deserve love. You're lovable. See, you know your worth in a way. I think that you're practicing it in a way that you have not before. That's on the bottom. That's from the bottom. You deserve love. So you are, it's like you're just getting more bold and ferocious by the days, by the hours, by the seconds. And it's like, I deserve this love. This love is way too passionate for it to just fall by the wayside. Oh, hell no. You only live once. Y'all both embody that lighthearted, playful energy, especially with each other. It's like that's the one aspect of life I don't have to be so serious about, but I'm serious about you. Oh, really? I'm serious about you too. That's their exchanging energy. And look what else is on the bottom: reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. That's why he's this person that's been heavy on the feminine's mind. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive to the highest energy of all. You know what it is? It's like if you look at the illustration, look how he's like trying to stop her from going. She's already, this gives me chariot energy. Just not knowing what to do with everything that was on her plate. But what she did know, she didn't trust that it would be a successful endeavor, that things would work out. But what she did know was that she wanted to move forward. And so she did. And look at this man coming up to her like, I can't see you leave. Not without a proper, let's get to know each other. Let's play. Let's flirt. Like, I wanted. I wasn't sure if that was the right thing to do. I just didn't feel like the timing might not have been right. But I knew all that I had going on in my life. But I want you, though. I'm not trying to leave you alone. Soulmates. Yes, this is your soulmate. He knows that. He might have always knew that, especially when it comes to you. Oh, yeah? So tell me what you like about me. Now, this is the divine feminine asking him now. Tell me what you like about me. Reconciliation. He's coming back. He said, I told you I was coming. I'm coming. I mean it. I mean it. I'm really coming. Like, I'm really going to show up. I didn't say when, but I said I was showing up. Well, she can stick around anyway. She kept going. She knows her value. Look what flipped over. The helping hand of God. That clarity. Seven to earth. Planting seeds. That's also a card of fertility. It's, you know what? Let me put these up top. Because these two are on the top, flirt, soulmate, and these two came from the bottom. You deserve love and reconciliation. He wants to be with you. You want to be with him. Yes, heavy emphasis on blues and greens. So that's communication, mental clarity. He's going to be clear and concise with what he has to say to you, divine feminine. And this is what he has to say to you. That you see that picture, the Seven of Pentacles? You don't have to do it alone. Like, you've been on your spiritual journey. I see you working on yourself. I see you trying to build things and make life better for yourself. And you're excited and you're happy. I just love seeing you do you. And you're just amazing. You're just so fierce and ferocious. Like, I just love you. He just wants to tell you he loves you. Like, those Seven of Pentacles, it's like he has a clarity in knowing that those feelings of excitement has stabilized. It's not just lighthearted energy. That lighthearted energy has allowed him, that mental space has allowed him to see you for who you are, has allowed him to follow. It made room for him to really learn to love you. Seven of Pentacles is investing. You got 7 out of 10 Pentacles. He put time into you. You put time into him. And I told you they speak telepathically. Like she's looking at letters and pleasuring herself. This could be from her journal, but this could be from him too. And he's watching her just hold it all together for him, in honor of him, in awe of him. Like, I wasn't paying attention to your messages because I've been so focused on what I want to do, what makes me happy. Here go the other 3 pentacles on the bottom. You see that? Mm-hmm. It looked like the ancestors are there, like, yeah, go get her. Go get her. Like, oh, look how he's just behind her. Just working well. They're just super compatible together. And y'all align. I hear y'all birth chart is super compatible. And what's next from the top? King of Cups. You know he's in love with you. You knew that already. You have the mental clarity that after all this time, it was him all the time. Like Anita Baker, it's been you all the time. It's been you. And it just took for this woman to keep going, for him to realize it, and for her to surrender to it. Because she knew she felt something, but knew she had to keep going. It's all in God's timing. That's how I want to say it. It is safe for you to love. It's safe for both of you to love. I feel like you both, professionally, wanted to make sure that was a wise and accurate choice for one another. Not just for one, but for both. And I feel like the card of fertility, if you were to invest in each other, that it will be of value to both of you. You have to know. This next, the Five of Pentacles. It might have felt like you was left out in the cold for a minute, but that was strategically done for you, Divine Feminine, to flex God's muscle. For God is showing you how to stand on your own 2 feet. And it's not that you didn't know how to do it before. It was just meant for that part of your journey. It was for you to stand on your own 2 feet. And look how much you have accomplished since then. So it was well worth it. Like, you can't wait. You have so much. Like, y'all are super intellects anyway. And y'all are mass communicators anyway. So imagine, look at all the stuff you thought y'all had extensive conversations before. Look how much y'all have to say to each other now. Imagine what he was doing all this time. Like, you have a lot to say. He has a lot to say. But you both felt the same way about each other. Like, it don't feel the same without this person here. It really doesn't, to be honest. Because y'all both feel the same way. See? When you think about this man, you get hot under the collar in a couple of other places. You do. And that's the sapiosexual stuff I'm talking. And God knows that. Like, even on this Ace of Swords, look at her again with her breast. Like, he dreams about your breast a lot. And you dream about his big tools for him too. You do. This is how you make him feel. He's supposed to be at work focusing on the task at hand. And he's just like light as a feather when it comes to you. With that 7 of Pentacles. That's him. Look at that. Look at that together. When you're heavy on his mind like that. Hold up. Let me put these cards down. Look at your energy together. You give him life. And he heats you up. I like that. So, anyway. You have to use discernment when it comes to this man. You have to use discernment, period, because it had nothing to do with business. That part of things, it wasn't smart for business. It wasn't good for business. Now it's giving me, Kay, I'll do anything you ask to make up for what's happened to us, because what's important is that we have a life together, our life together, our children. She was like, "Why did you come here, Michael?" "I came here because I want to marry you." "Stop it, Michael, it's too late." He said, "I love you." That's the first time he told her he loved her first. I actually told her he loved her, period, because when she initially told him that she loved him, he wouldn't say it back. But you think about everything that was on his plate at that time. It's like, I'm not thinking about love right now. Even though when he went overseas, he fell for Apollonia, hook, line, and sinker. But that wasn't expected. That's why the timing wasn't right for him and Kay yet. Because he has so much other things to endure. It's like, look at all that's happened since then. We needed time for our love to grow. Seven of Pentacles. Wow. It's like he loves watching you. He watches you online. And he thinks about you. And he's like light as a feather. Like, she's just badass. Two cards flipped over. Justice, the Five of Wands, and the Karmic Justice. Let's call it truce. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want to think about the past or anything I'm guilty of doing. Alright, so I was out there living my life, but I was single. Alright, let's call it truce. It wasn't, I got what I wanted out of that, and I did have fun, I'm not going to lie. But I was working through something. Like, I had to go through that because you're gone. You're my soulmate. I lost you. You feel like he lost you. That's why the Justice is in reverse. Well, actually, this card says the Justice card, but it's actually the Strength. So in this particular deck, the Strength and the Justice card is switched around. But it says Justice. Look how pious this woman is. She looks like a woman of Islam. You know what I mean? And look at her eyes. He loves something about your eyes. Like he's like, he could be a little obsessed with you. But the eighth major arcana is technically the Strength card. And it was in reverse. So he was a little vile, and that's karmic justice for him. It wasn't as karmic for you as it was karmic for him. Playing with multiple lovers. Look how it was like his ego took over. And it's like, you beat out all the competition. Like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to think about the past. I just want to keep going. You know what I mean? It's like, it almost looked like he left you alone to go play with other people. And maybe he did. Maybe it was, he had to wrap that up. That process, that experience. Like, he's a person who lives his life fully. He's free. He's a free spirit. This is somebody who'll try anything. Who'll try whatever. He'll do what makes him feel good in the moment. He's very impulsive, very passionate person. But if you look at it, the Strength card, it was his weakness. His ego took over, and he fell into some temptation, and it was karmic for him, because when it's all said and done, he's the one with, look how he feel with that King of Cups in the upright. Look how you feel. He's extending lighthearted energy to you, because he know now, yeah, that's my soulmate. It's like, now I'm seeing Sex in the City when Miranda realized just after she had the baby, and she realized she's in love with Steve. And she goes to Carrie and say, I'm in love with Steve. Here, hold this. Hold the baby. She said, oh my God, I can't believe it. And she's like, you're telling me you didn't know? She said, oh, I knew. I just can't believe you said it. Ironically, Miranda is an attorney, right? And Carrie is a freelance writer. She's an entrepreneur. I'm surprised, though. Miranda, she was so, like, good at what she did and so passionate at what she did. I'm surprised she didn't have her own private practice. She just never did that with herself. She could have, though. She'd have been a king. She would have been, like, super successful. Nonetheless, I think he's done playing. And he's ready to warm up to you. Like, he's very warm to you. You're all I think about. Like in the third installment of Godfather, it's like, you're all I think about, Kay. When he finally gets her alone when they travel overseas because their son now is a singer. He's very successful. He gets excellent reviews, and he's like, this is how they kind of like, the kids kind of set them up to go together, to get in the car together. And well, actually, Michael is the one who put it together, and his kids helped him do it because Kay would have never did it on her own free will. So he had to kind of mischievously convince her to get in the car with him. But you're a match for this man. He didn't want to look into that before, and that's okay because reconciliation is on the way. I don't have a specific timeline. I just know it's coming. I just feel it. You can smell it like a rainstorm. Someone from your past is returning to your life. He's going to tell you all of this. Don't be surprised. I mean, he's very resourceful, so don't be surprised if he pops up at your home. Like, he's very bold. He'll take the risk. But he's very afraid. Like, he has nervous energy. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what to do with all his emotion now. It's like, I can't just sit here and just go to work about it. Like, I have to say something. I need to at least do something. And impulsively, he is. So, divine feminine. You speak from the heart. You spoke from the heart. You heard what this man had to say. That has been your message, divine feminine. Now you know. Now you can go chillax. Honestly, it puts more creativity into your work because I feel like you're going to fall back in love again. But I do feel like you never stopped loving him. You just wasn't in love after a while. At some point, you had to separate from that. Because being in love, that dopamine, it fades in and out. But it's your friendship is what's savoring the moment for both of you. That's how people stay married for so long, for decades and decades and decades. They have a friendship. They have an authentic friendship. And that's something you have with this divine masculine. Because he's the emperor, you're the empress. You have to go into your feminine energy so you can receive it well. You were not ready. You were far from ready when it initially came around, but you got yourself together, and he's reaching out to you. Like, he's praying for you. He's saying Hail Marys for you. He is. And you need to pray for him too, in case you haven't. But just know that he is watching you, and he is excited. He still has pictures of you. He still looks you up. And now I see the scene from he's just not that into you. He said, I drive by your house all the time, and I don't know what to say. I just drive by all the time. Like, he's like lost and turned out. Not lost, but turned out. Like, he fell for you, and now he's ready to admit it. So, and I hope this message, it just definitely should have given you clarity, because you have the Ace of Swords. You have that clarity because you've been picking up on his cues a lot. So, until next time. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and share with everyone. Until next time.